What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is Track Talkers episode number 16. Woo! Freaking awesome. Let's go. We have a very special...
Cruising by.
Yep, cruising by. We have a very special guest on the line. One-of-a-time mechanic. Been on the show twice now. Okay, we were just talking. Welcome, Clint Lund, to Track Talkers.
LundMX, what up?
What's up, boys?
Dude, so we were just talking. Dude, your freaking house caught on fire.
Yeah, it did. It freaking did, man.
So you had the house inspector today?
So I had one of the contractors come today. So to get everyone up to speed real quick, there is, if you're interested at all, there's a full video on my YouTube channel, LundMX. And I break down kind of what happened, the cause, or the predicted cause anyway, and down to kind of what was lost and where we're at now. It's definitely not a cry for donations or anything like that. I actually don't want anyone's money. We're just letting insurance do their thing. But just to get everyone up to speed, yeah. So talking with several contractors right now, trying to get demolition going as soon as possible, because the faster we could get demo going, the faster we can start getting our drafts written to submit to the engineer so he can get the plans written, because it takes like 6 to 8 weeks to get plans approved. And then the faster we can get the external structure rebuilt, the faster we can get it sealed up for winter. It's not a quick thing. So we are in our rental house for a year.
Yeah, but it's pimp though, right?
Yeah, it's a really nice house in Old Town Minden. It's a really nice place. So, so far insurance is treating us right. We have no complaints. Easy living. Bought another dirt bike, but you're gonna have to watch. You have to watch the LundMX channel to see what we got. But I'm gonna tell you right now. This thing is OEM. It's a time capsule, and it was one hell of a buy. So stay tuned.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
dude, I didn't even ask you, how many bikes did you lose?
A total of 6, bro.
Oh, god damn.
So this is the gay part. I moved those 6 dirt bikes I had a shed in the backyard. Ty, I think, has seen it before. It's like a Rubbermaid shed.
Yeah.
And I rolled them into the backyard so I had more room in the shop, garage, whatever, to do my film. And so I moved those 6 to the backyard, and that is where the fire started, was next to our shed. And so, yeah, those 6 bikes, one was an irreplaceable 1986 Husqvarna CR500. It was one of 1,500 sent to the United States in 1986. And, lost a 87 KX500, another Honda CR500, and some pit bikes, and CRF 450R that we're building on the channel to give away. They all melted down.
God damn.
Bro, that shit's so tragic. It's like, that's one of those things where you're just like, you just throw your arms in the air and you're like, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
Like when you called me about that, like I was thinking about my garage and like some of the shit I got in the garage. And it's just like, you can't, no matter how much money you get for it, you can't replace that like stuff.
Irreplaceable.
Oh, and it's like this. It's a weird things too, honestly. So it's so like if you lost your RMZ, you'd be like bummer, But it's the forks, it's the suspension, it's the the head,
it's the
that was
sentimental value that like it took you to get that piece, or what you've been through.
Yeah, you can't order that stuff.
No.
There's no .com that has those forks. Those you know what I mean? Like, it's bummer. But dude, I'm stoked on last weekend's race, though, to shift gears here.
Hell yeah. Dude, let's start right out. We're going to start out with 450. Let's just start out with some shit talking. So, did you guys watch practice?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, what were the exact words that James Stewart was saying, kind of talking shit on Chase Sexton's form? We're just going to start there.
I didn't see that part. I saw the Jason Anderson...
the Jason Anderson squid move,
crashed and then hit the front brake, somersault, and crashed again.
Bro, when he did that, and I seen the camera angle of like on Instagram or whatever.
Uh-huh.
When he did that, he got up and was like, fuck, dude, that was so stupid and squirrely. You could just tell he was demoralized.
He was it looked like he was spent. Like he was just like
over it, bro.
Yeah, like what
He's
the
like,
fuck just happened?
give me
bro?
the SMX. I'm over motocross.
Hey, but he was top qualifier.
I know.
He was ripping.
Okay, let's Clint, so let's go back to Sexton really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Clint, did you hear it?
So about the looking down.
Yes.
I saw the Vital interview of Chase Sexton.
That's what I want to get to. Clint, did you hear that or no?
So I can't say for sure if you put it in my head when we talked earlier or if I did hear it, but either way, I think it was said.
Well, it was said. There's no question about it. James Stewart was harping on Chase Sexton about how he doesn't look up. And then Chase Sexton came on Vital
and did a little rebuttal.
And did a straight, like, fuck you a little bit. And was like, look, dude, I don't want my neck all kinked, cutting off the circulation. I put my head and keep my neck straight, and then I use my eyes to look up.
Yeah, even if my head is down,
yes,
my eyes are up, and I have blood flow to my brain, and I can react quicker.
Okay, but I don't even care about any of that. I care about the tone that Chase Sexton used.
Bro, we know I don't think it's any secret that Chase Sexton's irritated with James Stewart. Right?
No.
Because people don't know, and maybe we need to get them caught up. But so when Chase Sexton was a rookie 450 rider, James Stewart got hired by the Sexton crew to train Chase for like a year, right? Or not even, or didn't even make a year?
I don't know.
It didn't make it a year.
It didn't. I believe it didn't even make it a year because he was like
that was a while ago.
Yeah, this was Chase Sexton's rookie 450 season.
Yes, that's right. James Stewart was training Chase. There was something on TV about it too. I think.
Absolutely.
And that ended.
I would say, kind of salty, right?
I mean, I have no idea, but I didn't hear about the breakup. It could have been fine, but let's put it this way. Chase seemed very adamant about the way he was saying that. Right?
Very adamant.
Very
adamant that he had his head down and his eyes looking up. And I don't know what they're talking about.
Tension is tight in the room.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would say he definitely struck a nerve.
Big nerve.
I think maybe you boys need to break it down for the listeners too, because this is something that at the track we practice a lot, Addy, was head position, was foot off the brake, was, no clutch and no front brake. Like this head position's a big thing.
It's a big deal. And, the thing is James is right. Chase's head is down, but now he's not looking down.
No.
He ain't looking down.
Hey, hell no, he's not looking down, dog. His eyeballs are up.
Hey, he made that shit very clear. But the reason that we have to do that so much, and the reason I think James said that, was because if you look straight down at the ground, this is like very easy stuff. This is simple stuff for dirt bike riders.
Yeah, this is motorcycle. This is motorcycle 101.
If you're looking down and you're going 100 miles an hour, you can't react to something coming at you if your field of vision is only 3 feet in front of you.
Yes.
So the farther you can get your eyes and your head up to look out, the more you can see, the more you can predict, and the better you can react to what's coming at you because you have more time to then react to what's coming at you. The more you look down, the harder it is because the quicker reaction time you have to have because you can't see far enough in front of you.
Yes.
So Chase definitely does have his neck in line, right?
Mm-hmm.
But his eyes were up, right?
Yes.
In my opinion, I think his head is too far down, but I was never as fast as Chase Sexton. And clearly with Peter Park, he's doing some kind of foundation training to keep his body in line. And maybe that's part of his fitness too, is to keep his body in line so he's not torquing his neck back and up the entire time to, stay more, focused and have more focus, because he's getting that little bit of extra blood flow and his neck, spine, and shoulders are in line. I mean, every time you see Chase Sexton, the man is fucking square. Like, proper defies Chase Sexton style.
Yeah, and absolutely. But this is what I don't understand even about James Stewart input. And I was watching Chase this weekend on TV, and I especially liked it when they stopped announcing and I could just listen to them riding and watch Chase Sexton riding without any announcing. I thought that was pretty cool. I just don't know. I think they've done it for the last couple rounds, but even when Chase Sexton was riding in the ruts and stuff, you could tell that he wasn't looking down because he was turning his head while he was in the rut still. It's not like he was just staring at the front wheel and he was just following. You could physically see him turn his head in that corner before the finish line and really turn his head and look where he was going.
Yeah.
Or where he is going instead of where he's at.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people miss that step. And I don't know if James Stewart didn't see it, because I love James Stewart. I think his announce is night and day better than Ricky Carmichael.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I still think James needs some work. I think his input is awesome. I really do. I like the input. I like what he's saying. But in my eyes, I think he needs some work grammatically a little bit.
Does Ricky Carmichael need some work too?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Ricky Carmichael's a great dude.
Yes,
but
we're not saying that.
But it's the same thing with Ricky over and over and over again. Yeah. I mean, it's the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not different. And I know how hard and how difficult it is.
It is
to say it in the
hard.
moment, because that's my job for Monster Jam is I'm the TV color analyst. And I'm not the best either by any means. I have a lot to work on as well as a color analyst. But the way that they say things and the grammar that they have, and even just vocabulary, needs work. But I will say this about James. I think James is fantastic with his motocross vocabulary and the way he's helping the audience think of how a rider thinks and what's going on.
Yes, and bridging that gap.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because when I feel what Ricky Carmichael, I feel like what he does is I think he tries to make these analogies that are relatable to the everyday folk. And he tries to bring NASCAR or golf or a different analogy in, and just never, hits me right.
Never crosses over.
No.
And two, it's almost too simplistic. Ricky, you're the color analyst and the professional. If the normal people don't understand you 100%,
that's fine.
That's fine. Because they're there to kind of figure it out. You are supposed to be the happy medium where you're on that too deep professional side where maybe they don't understand you as well. But, you say some words that they might be able to start because of the context of the sentence. They might be able to bridge that gap.
Yes. And bringing it back to this weekend, right? Jason Thomas and James Stewart. I
really like Jason Thomas.
Yeah, Jason Thomas does a phenomenal job.
Yeah, he really fucking does good.
Clint, what'd you say?
I said I disagree. I think Thomas is a tool.
What? So,
Why?
okay, why do you think that?
Dude, we've been over this before. So, first of all, him and Lars Lindstrom need to stop going to the same haircutter, same barber. like this whole Papa
Okay,
Roach-
hold on. I never said his look was cool. I never said I loved his look.
But his look carries over into his personality. So he wears the Baby Gap T-shirt that's too freaking tight on him, and he's got his cuffs rolled up so it's defining his biceps. I think, yeah, he's just a little bit of a tool. And when it comes down, so they were talking about what was it when James and him got together on that hill. They were coming down and James just like smacked into him. Do you remember them talking about that?
Yes. It was in Moto 1.
I feel like that was such a gay flex. Like, dude, you were never a champ. You were never a big deal. Like,
God damn, throw that shit on thick as molasses, what? Fucking what's up, baby? You know what? I will say this. This is my thing. The way that Jason Thomas speaks is very good. I think his clarity, his grammar is freaking awesome. I love the way he portrays his messages. I do not like the only pet peeve that I have about Jason Thomas is that I feel like he does come off a little bit as a know-it-all.
Yeah. And maybe that's the
What do you
douchey thing
think?
that I'm picking. I think maybe that's that douchey thing that I'm picking up on. That's just like, dude, we don't care. Like, we're over, bro. Like, you're not even a has-been. You're a never was.
Dude,
like,
I like Jason Thomas. I'm not gonna bag on him that much.
Well, let's leave it. Let's leave it to the comments. Everyone watching, drop it down in the comments.
Oh, I love that. Leave it to the comments.
Yeah, but I mean, you do. Yeah. I think, Clint, you are being fucking very harsh. But I think what I do like about Jason Thomas is I feel like he's giving us more interviews at a rider level or more like a spectator level as like what we want. I feel like I haven't seen as many freaking team manager interviews during the races before Jason Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do appreciate, like, I feel like he is the first one. I'll give him this. If you're going to make me give him anything, he's the first one that I've seen that actually gets in there with the mechanics and talks with the mechanics.
You know
and
what I'm
I
saying?
do like,
and knows what the fuck he's talking about.
But I would like to see Will Christian do it. I think she's better.
See, and that's what's so crazy, bro. I was just talking to Marshall Welton yesterday today on the phone, and I was like, bro, do you like Will Christian? And he's like, yeah, dude, I think she's awesome. And I'm like, so do I. And like, I see in the comments, they're like, get Will Christian to shut the fuck up. Like, I'm like, oh my God, bro.
Will Christian crushes.
Dude, that's what I think for a chick.
Yeah,
like,
she's
Will
always
Christian's
on
a
it.
G.
Not even for a chick. I feel like she is very clear. She speaks very clear. Like, there's no, like, what did she say?
Yeah, very understandable. Her points get across. You know exactly where, like, what she's saying and where she's going with the conversation. And it's good content.
Yeah, and I think the only reason that people hate on Will Christian is because I think she's slightly more percentage journalist and not as much core dirt bike. You know what I mean?
Well, 100%.
And so people are like, oh, she doesn't know it perfectly, but she knows a lot of shit.
Yeah, she's been around for a long fucking
That's what I mean. She's fucking good.
Yeah.
She might not be 80% moto, she's 80% journalist, but damn, she knows what the fuck's up.
100%.
She knows everybody's name. Goddamn. You know?
Yeah, and
when she talks about like track conditions too, she's not like beating around the bush and trying to find like the right words. Like she knows, she'll be like, you know, the ruts are super deep and there's so many line choices, but which rut is going to be correct, we'll find out tonight. And it's like, damn, good job. Like, that is exactly what the riders have to do, you know?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get to 450.
We're going to 250. That was the whole 450.
Yes.
Well, hey,
450. Okay, so let me wrap it up. Hunter gets the whole shot. Chase Sexton passes him at the end. Hunter gets the whole shot. Chase Sexton passes him at the end. How'd I do?
I'll bring up one thing though that I feel like
Justin Cooper was.
Oh, that's right. Justin Cooper was
second
ripping.
moto.
Yeah. Okay, let's go first moto first. Go, Clint. Take us through first moto.
I was gonna say just something that I've noticed about Chase's style, how much it has changed. And what is crazy, if you look at the body position and riding style of both Plessinger and Sexton, it is so vastly different. Now I know they're different like heights, but they're not like that different. But I'm starting to see more of like a body position style that's more akin to Jet Lawrence, where I don't know if you guys see this kind of, it's a new thing. It really is in Moto, where when you're going into a turn standing up, these guys are turning outwards. They're turning their body outwards coming into the turn. And I know it's like been a thing for like the pros for a while, but it's getting more profound with that body position where you fully twist your body outward and it really plants you into that turn.
Yeah, like you're kind of counterbalancing the outer side of the bike.
Yeah.
I don't know if I necessarily noticed that. I do notice that
you did just pick like the two most, I don't know, I would say categorized as like very stand-up riders. Like Chase likes to stand up, Aaron Plessinger really likes to stand up, and then if I had to put another one in that category, it'd probably be Christian Craig has the same style. Like where they like stand up late into the entry, get almost to the apex in the middle of the corner, and then start accelerating and then sit down. Like they have very similar styles like that.
Yeah.
Because if you look at Justin Cooper's not like that.
No.
Justin Cooper likes to get to the seat early, likes to
and
roll
just power,
or likes to roll and get off the brakes early, and then starts rolling on the throttle. And I feel like Hunter Lawrence is very similar.
And Anderson.
And Anderson.
No, Anderson, he rides just fucking pinned.
Yeah,
he rides like Tomac a little bit, but a little more wild.
I would say a little bit more looser, but
obviously looser.
Yeah,
more loose.
With Clint, what he was saying is that I agree that Anderson likes the seat. Anderson loves to sit his ass down on the seat because he throws some fat scrubs on the seat and then stands up in there and then stands up on the landing.
Yes, he does. Big time scrubs.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Anderson a little bit, going pole position. So
I felt like that was sick.
It was really sick. And I heard that was the whole point. And at Redbud, Tickle Road, and I don't know if he was necessarily upset about the bike, but definitely stressed that they needed to make improvements on the motor and the chassis. And through the grapevine, I heard that was the reason that Anderson got better this weekend. And
well, that's fucking hoorah for him, right?
And put it on pole. Is that Tick went and rode like he was supposed to, did the bike test at Redbud and say, hey guys, our bike's really good when you're doing a lot of practice laps, but in these race conditions and the race scenario, we need more power. We need more power. We need and a little bit better here and here on the chassis, and it seemed to pay off this weekend.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Because when you think about it, like, getting more power out of factory motors probably not as hard as you think, but in the entry-level person, it's probably like, oh, just, get some more power. They're probably super fast, but it's more about getting more usable power, right?
That's
and getting the power for Jason Anderson. And Jason Anderson might not be the same as everybody. Like, Jason Anderson might want it more on the top or more on the bottom or maybe more mid and very soft on the bottom. And it just depends on where he likes it. So that's where I would say it's hard to kind of please everybody and please the right person because you're trying to get the power in the right spot.
Yeah,
and when you're trying to find more.
I want to show everybody kind of what Ty's talking about. So, like, we're going to just draw like a little power curve really quick on a scale. So, like, essentially everybody's looking for what we call now, right, throttle connectivity. So, throttle connectivity to me is like a smooth power curve, kind of like like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a smooth power curve. So it's not just as easy as getting more power out of the bike, because sometimes when you do something, the power will come.
It'll come too steep.
Yes, it'll come here, right? And you'll get this bump up here, but now you're missing this curvature in the middle.
This is very abruptly.
Yes, and you're missing this curvature in the middle, or it'll start at the bottom. And so what these guys have to do is they have to figure out how to make the bottom, middle, and top higher, more horsepower overall, so then they can take the ECU and make the smooth power curve all the way through to deliver you more power all the way through on a smooth curve, because it doesn't help us as riders at all if you just make it real fucking fast at the bottom and then it flattens out and then it goes back up real quick.
Okay.
It's not connected.
Yeah, this is a good analogy for you, okay? Imagine riding, or imagine you being on a rocket ship, okay? Imagine you being on a rocket ship, okay? Do you want to turn a rocket ship? No, okay? Rocket ship's meant to go straight, all right? We need something in between a rocket ship and an Indy car.
Straight up. Straight up. So it's just got to be smooth and connected. And the only way you do that is you have to add horsepower all the way around, which is very hard to do.
Yes.
I'd like to add, if I can, just from the mechanic side of things, on a tuning aspect, it's not as simple as like some video games where you just add acceleration, add top end. Like that's not real life. So anytime that you bolster a motor to bottom end, you are taking values that cannot be given to the top end. You cannot, like Adam said, make a perfect linear power curve that's just straight and diagonal. And that just doesn't happen on any world, no matter how good of a tuner, just because of how these engines are designed. They're kind of meant to have more of one than the other. So when a rider is talking to his engine guy or to his tuning guy, and he says, "Hey, I need more bottom," it's something that you need to understand. Okay, I'll give you more bottom, but you're going to lose top, because you can't have both.
Yeah.
And it's not that easy.
Yeah, and that's why it's, sorry to cut you off again, Clint, but so like if you need more bottom end, right, you have to build the bottom up by +2, and you have to build the top up by +4 or +5. So when you build the bottom up, it takes a little bit from the top and it evens itself out. So it's like you're pushing and pulling yin to the yang, and shit's hard to fucking do when you're already like, you're like, oh shit, well, I'm maxed out on top. You need more bottom. How are we supposed to make this work?
Yeah.
So it's not just, oh yeah, you want more power? Here you go.
I've actually been thinking about this a lot on my drives because I travel a lot for work. And it's as simple as like in motocross, especially, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because we're on a two-wheel machine and it always teeter-totters like this. And I found like the perfect term, there's always a cause and an effect to that cause, right? And if you affect one thing, then it causes something else to react a completely different way. And that's what these guys are doing testing, is like they find a problem, right? And then they troubleshoot that problem. But what ends up happening is everybody's so on the edge that it affects something completely different, that if you don't have data on that bike and that bike's not a couple years old and you don't know what that effect is going to cause on that bike, then you don't know if you don't know, you know?
Totally.
And each machine, whether if it's motor, suspension, you know, even, you know, as easy as looking up, like that might cause, like that cause of Chase looking up might affect something completely different.
Yeah.
And that goes with the motor, that goes with suspension, that goes with chassis setup. Like if you change one thing and fix it, it's going to take away from another part. It's not, everything is connected and just affects everything.
And so here's just, and then we'll be done with this. Here's a real life example. You add more horsepower to the bike. Well, then it puts more torque on the rear wheel, then affects the rear shock. So then you're like, okay, then I want to smooth it out, so I'm going to put a smaller sprocket. Well, the smaller diameter sprocket is going to change the way that the chain pulls down over the front of the motor, which then also changes the reaction to the shock. So now your shock sitting down, that could affect the front, making the front stiffer because now you got the back lower and you're taking the support off the front. I mean, it's just fucking never ending. And that's why testing is so hard and so important.
And then on top of it, you have these motherfucking riders that have opinions.
Like me.
I think we should do it this way.
Yeah, 100%. So you got a scientific engineer at fucking Kawasaki saying
all
you
these
got
data programs.
Yeah, it's like
everything.
You got the architect that hasn't been really in the real life situation that's designed this shit and says this is going to work. Then you got the rider saying that, no, motherfucker, I ride it. This is going to work. Then you got the team manager saying, no, we're sponsored by this guy, so this is actually going to fucking work. So
it's just a never ending circle in
oh,
the motorsport industry.
There we go. Okay, so back to 450.
God damn.
Chase is fit.
Chase is fast. He has now he's now won 5 motos in a row.
And I think
I think this is the only question we need to answer about 450 right now. Okay? Because I think the elephant's in the room and I think everybody's
Hold on, let me see if I know the question.
What?
Would Chase be beating Jet right now? Is that the question?
100%. Or would Chase be doing the same thing he's doing right now to Jet?
No.
I don't think so either. Because you know what's so fucking gnarly? Or what's so crazy is that Chase is riding so comfortably now.
Right? Did you see how relaxed he is?
Has no anxiety.
Nothing. No worry in the world.
Yeah, no nothing. He's like, I'm going to start 7th. I'm going to figure out the track, figure out what my bike's going to do. And then, around the 15-minute mark, I'm going to start, picking it up.
I'm just going to turn it up and pass everybody.
Yeah. I'm just going to go 2 or 3 seconds lap faster. And
here's my rebuttal, though.
Oh, no, I'm not done. Okay.
We got to let Clint talk on this podcast at least once.
And Clint, I want you to answer this before Addie does. Because Addie always likes to finish.
I do. Oh, can I get a round of applause? Yes.
I think this is a perfect situation for Chase. And here's why. Okay. He can get relaxed on the KTM, learn the KTM, be confident in winning again and being a dominant rider and taking little jabs at his brother, another Lawrence, and hopefully coming in the SMX when Jet comes back. Chase is this well-fit, oiled machine that just fucking won the outdoor season. Is like, I'm ready to fucking battle for you, and I know I can beat you. Yeah. And you're not this unbeatable little shithead, young fucking phenom that I can't beat.
Yeah.
And I think if Chase just takes these wins as they come, they're going to keep on stacking chips and keep on stacking mental chips, something that he can go back into when he's getting beat by Jet.
Yeah.
And come into SMX swinging and be ready to fucking battle at least Jet Lawrence where he's just not running away.
Yep.
Clint, what do you think?
What's the question for Clint?
I didn't hear a question in there, Ty.
Yeah,
well, that was my opinion on would Jet beat Chase right now.
Okay, go Clint.
Seeing Chase run down Hunter for what was it, like 3 or 4 laps, like literally just staying just outside of his roost, and he was like, you could tell he was watching lines, not so much trying to learn from Hunter. I do not think he's trying to learn from Hunter. I think he was trying to be like, all right, where's this dude's kryptonite so I can get around him with the least amount of damage. And I think that kind of carnal is gathering right now. He's getting a really, really interesting look into the Lawrence's training because he's able to be like, yep, that's where his brother would also go. And he's gaining a lot of knowledge from following Hunter. And now that it's like it's like a lion playing with his food, right? When Chase is seconds behind, or half of a second behind Hunter, It's like, Chase at any time, he could pull the trigger and he could pass. He totally can. And there would be little battle from Hunter at all. But it's really interesting to see him kind of hang back and be like I said, like a lion playing with his food. He likes to kind of learn as much as he can. And I think it's in preparation for when Jet comes back.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but dude, like, it's not, to me, I'm just watching Chase be relaxed. Like Ty said, like he knows it's not Jet. He knows he doesn't have to pass his ass right fucking now or he's going to win. Because if you let Jet get out front, he knows it's over. So the urgency of Chase has just gone away, and you can see that anxiety and anxiousness and the like, I got to fucking tuck front. It's gone.
Well, Hunter has failed to do what Jet has. Cooper has failed to do what Jet has done. A lot of these front runners cannot do the same, which is pull the fucking whole shot and gap early, and make everyone work that much harder.
Justin Cooper did in the second Moto.
But he faded back hard.
That's what I mean. Yeah, they're not Jet, dude.
No.
Cooper does not have the endurance on a 450 yet. That's going to take a while to develop.
Yeah, but the other thing too, I think you guys are overlooking, bro. Like, okay, last season, Chase Sexton won the Supercross season and then, raced Jet Lawrence, right? And then Jet Lawrence did this whole, undefeated season and made his pull persona of just being a generational talent.
Yep.
Then the summer before, Chase Sexton was battling Eli Tomac, just the gnarliest motherfucker on a dirt bike on outdoors, right?
Yeah.
So, Chase is going up like to these Goliaths, and these are his people are like, these are my competition, Eli Tomac, Jet Lawrence. And now he looks at these guys like Justin Cooper, Hunter Lawrence. I'm not saying that they're not guys.
Dude, in his eyes, they're peons, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They're not these like Goliaths.
To me, they're fucking gods.
Yeah, they're fucking ripping.
They're insane. Like Justin Cooper.
But from what
Chase Sexton's perspective, they're peasants,
and the way he rides around them,
yeah,
he's like,
bro,
I got you.
And he's like, bro, I know I got you, and I know I got you.
Yeah, you're worried about me, dude.
Yeah, and it's going to happen. Just win.
Mm-hmm.
It's not if, it's when.
100%.
But here's my other rebuttal, though. Like, I don't know if, Chase is beating Jet right now, if Jet's healthy. But at the same time, I see Chase still getting a win in a moto.
And winning some overalls for sure.
Yeah, because,
that's the
dude,
thing that people
Hunter was right there with Jet a lot of the time.
Yeah. But that's what I was just actually people got to remember is, dude, Chase Sexton is going so fast right now. And if Jet woke up on the wrong side of the bed and has a kink in his neck and is a little bit off,
or his thumbs hurt,
or he's feeling a little sore, bro, and he's not doing everything to be absolutely perfect, bro, Chase Sexton is all over Jet if Jet's absolutely perfect. And Jet, I would say, wins. But if he's a tick off and has a little kink neck or is a little sore, Chase is winning.
I mean, Hangtown. Kink back, kink shoulder, boom, boom, boom.
Made a little mistake and fucking...
But then again, he did say he had a damaged shoulder at Colorado, and he fucking put it down.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. He felt really good at Colorado, right?
Yeah, but he still said he was hurt.
I mean, bro. Whatever you want to say,
I don't know.
dude.
I mean, yeah, either way, no matter what way you freaking put it, Chase Sexton's fucking on the gas.
Yes.
I think that I think KTM better get their shit together and work on that bike more, because I don't think that a healthy Jet is going to be beatable by what was at Millville this weekend for Chase. There's no way in my eyes Chase beats Jet this weekend at Millville with those 8th place starts. Jet would have been gone, dude.
Yeah, he would have been hella gone. He would have had a 10 or 11 second lead and then just managed it right there.
Yeah. Chase has to figure out how to get out of the gate like Hunter and Jet were getting out of the gate, or he's not going to beat Jet enough.
No, because Jet's just too perfect on the start.
Dude, whatever Honda's doing to get those bikes out of the gate is the real deal.
Yeah. And now it's crossing over into the 250 class too.
Yep.
So, with that lead in, we are going to the 250 class.
One thing, and then let's move on to 250. Adam, are we going to do rumor mill?
I mean, yeah, let's do it.
What's rumor mill?
Rumor mill. Let's do it.
Go.
So,
dude, go ahead, break the news.
Yeah, so through my social media super sleuthing, now I'm going to go ahead and preface this straight out. This is rumor. This is not fact. This is kind of like just a wind blowing through the breeze right now that Kenny going to Star Yamaha.
There's no fucking way.
Dude, I seen on it's like on MX Locator on YouTube that somebody seen Kenny under the Star Racing tent and he was talking to somebody and
yeah, but you know how
this
that
is
shit
words
is.
of this is words of MX, like what was it? MX Located, MX something on YouTube. This is not a reliable source. Let me just repeat that. This is not a reliable source.
This sounds hella fishy.
Yeah, it's rumor. But where does Kenny go? Does Kenny stay on Suzuki? Isn't this his last year?
I have no idea.
I think it is. I mean, obviously, I'm a Suzuki and Ken Roxon fan, so
I think
you know where I want him to stay.
Yeah, I think that's 100% up to Progressive. If Progressive
No, that's not good because you see Progressive on the side of their 450s.
Oh, Yamaha?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Did you notice that?
Yes, I have noticed
that. But the one thing that the guy did say that actually I thought was smart about this rumor is that's going to be a hard pull because Yamaha is without a doubt monster. And Ken Roxon and Red Bull
are, yeah, without a doubt Red Bull. There's no fucking way Kenny is swapping his helmets.
And so if he's not, I don't see how he could go to Star Yamaha.
Yeah. That's all. That's one of the bigger reasons that you went to Suzuki.
So there you go.
Yep.
Rumors.
Just rumor. And if you look up
if
Ken Roxon,
if anybody knows anything more, put it in the comments. If anybody's seen anything else,
we'd love to see it.
Yep.
How do we? Oh, before we move on to 450, how do we think Colt Nichols is going to do?
Is it this weekend?
I believe. I hope so. If he has any hope of making the SMX playoffs,
bro,
he's got to race this week or this
bro.
weekend.
If he comes to Washougal and gets top 20, I think it's a win.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
With the Supercross year that he's
so we
had
have an
getting
off.
hurt.
We have an off weekend, and then it's Washougal.
No, Washougal's this weekend. Then it's a 2-week break or a 1-week break.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I know my schedules now. What's up? But yeah, I think if he tops 20, if he comes in and tops top 20s on that Suzuki at Washougal on the hard pack where that bike's not as good, I think that's a big win for his season, being hurt, switching off Beta, Beta not wanting to do outdoor so he can't. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on. He hasn't raced in a while. If he top 20s, that's a good start in my opinion.
That's a great start.
Yeah, I would say so too. Because those privateer guys are ripping.
Dude, I mean, fucking Marshall's on the gas, bro. Mm-hmm. And he's going like 12, 19, 14. I mean, Marshall is tuned in, locked in. Mm-hmm. Marshall did say this weekend it was the gnarliest motocross track, and his heart rate was higher than it's ever been. It was so gnarly. He said the rollers, everybody was talking about him on the line, and everybody was like, dude, as soon as we got out of the rollers, it was recovery to get back to the rollers the whole rest of the track. He said they were so brutal and deep and sketchy because they were so G'd out.
Yeah.
It was like an outdoor 60-mile-an-hour high-speed supercross rhythm roller section with ruts and sludge.
And they even added like 3 or 4 more rollers
dude,
before
and
the
they
catapult.
peaky.
Yeah, they were tripling them.
Like, hell nah. Okay, let's go on to the freaking juice. Deegan, my boy, what's up, baby?
Hey, Levi Kitchen, my boy, what's up?
Oh, Ty, so right now,
I'm $5 up.
you're $5 up. $5 up, Uncle Ty.
Hey, let's go.
Because you only get for the overall.
Bring me my money.
Dude, my guy got ran over 3 times on the start, Master Pool.
Should have been laying on the ground, dog.
You're right. Okay, so let's go first moto. Okay?
Deegan gets a whole shot
Eat shit.
right before the finish.
Why does he do this? Why does he make it hard on himself?
Bro, because he's feeling so loose and dangerous. And he forgot to know where his front wheel was at, and he didn't look.
Bro,
enough.
maybe he didn't drop his helmet on the ground, that new helmet.
Oh, baby.
Dude,
Do we think
Whack. Little whack, dude. I ain't buying no pink Alpenstar helmet. I love Alpenstar. I think the design is cool, but hopefully they got more colorways. You know what I mean? Do you think they got more colorways?
Maybe not for the Deegan edition.
The Deegan edition's got to have 3 colorways. Come on, bruh. What'd you think of it, Clint?
Where are you at between the Levi Kitchen and the Deegan hype, dude?
I just hope. So I'm gonna rewind and then come back into that. First of all, the helmet looks gay. It looks like a Nerf football. It
looks like a Nerf football.
It does. It looks like some weird, like that pink looks like it's not. It just doesn't. I don't know. Just doesn't look right. I ain't gonna buy it, even if I had the money. And then Levi Kitchen and Deegan. Now, I want to say these are 2 very polar opposite riders in many categories. One is very hang off the side of the bike, throttle wide open, see what sticks.
Which one?
The other
is
one's
that?
Yeah, which one's that?
Oh, come on, dude. You know that's deep.
Yeah, we know. I'm just fucking with you.
You know that's deep. The other one is a lot more like poised, like a lot more, I don't know, just a little bit more squared up.
Jet Lawrence-y, Chase Sexton-y
No.
with the foundation.
Levi Kitchen's the new Kevin Windham, dude.
So, but anyways.
Damn, you're going to go like that? New Kevin Windham?
Uh-huh.
That's pretty deep.
Lanky, got some style.
Dude, isn't it funny, though, now that I think about it, though? Chase Sexton and Levi Kitchen look very similar. And that's probably because of Peter Park's foundation training. Don't you think? The way that they're all squared up like that?
A little bit, for sure.
Okay, go ahead, Clint.
So, I'm going to say this. Had Deegan not gone down first turn.
No.
And
before the finish. It was like mid-moto, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Moto 1.
All right. Sorry. But either way, I'm saying heads up. You put the 2 guys on a track. Deegan's going to beat Levi's ass every single time. It's just going to happen that way.
He didn't fucking whoop his ass Moto 1. And
he had speed on Levi.
No, he got arm pump, bro.
Oh, that's right.
He got arm pump and faded.
Okay. Levi
Kitchen crashed in the same fucking corner that Deegan did and still won.
Track talkers has to give credit where credit's fucking due. And Levi Kitchen, you were a fast motherfucker this weekend.
And he won. His first overall ever.
No way.
Swear to God.
That's so sick. You know what it was, bro? He shaved off all that fucking bullshit on his head. The cheetah print and the fucking stars and all that shit.
I heard that was accidental.
Really?
Yeah, he said he had some paint left in his hair and he was messing around in the hotel room with his girlfriend. He took a chunk out of it and then he's like, oh, fuck, I guess I have to shave it all now. And then shaved it all.
Well, guess what? We needed to get that old excess hair bullshit off, bro.
Yeah. Hey, fresh new.
Too much
Levi
flash.
Kitchen.
Too much flash. Not enough class. Get it together, baby.
He just had that Dennis Rodman thing. I kind of dug it. I kind of thought it was cool.
I did too, but it wasn't working for him.
Apparently not.
I liked it.
I mean, I thought it was sick too, but it wasn't working.
Well, now whatever he's got
like
working.
Just because you put a sick ass set of flashy looking purple suspension on your bike, if the shit don't work, I don't give a fuck.
Can we button up Moto 1? Because there's nothing really in Moto 1.
Yeah, there is. What about Shimoda?
Bro, Shimoda was ripping.
Dude, how sick was the pass back from Shimoda at the end?
Clint, are you a Shimoda hater?
No, I actually love Shimoda. I think dude, since leaving Kawasaki, has overcome a lot. Especially getting used to the Honda. You could tell in the beginning it was hard for him to.
I disagree. I think Joe Shimoda sucks at the beginning of every season.
Shut up.
Okay.
Fuck. I was saying.
Okay.
I think the Joe Shimoda of PC Kawasaki was a lot more dialed. It took him a minute to get used to Honda and get used to that program, get used to that chassis. After he did, which he is, he's hauling ass, but he is still missing something that the other guys have.
What's that? You're such a dick. You're such a dick.
I think when it comes down to it, dude, it's he does have speed, but the long-term endurance isn't there yet.
No, I don't think it is either. What are you laughing about, Ty?
Fucking Clint, I'm losing it over here because Addie's just like so distraught that I told him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like, damn, bro. Like, just fucking burst my bubble.
Well, bro, you need to shut up sometimes.
I mean,
you talk over all of us.
I know you ain't wrong, but Clint, I do agree with you. I think Shimoda needs a little bit of endurance too. I think he's missing it. It did seem like this week before second moto, it seemed like this week the preparation that he did with Nick Way, where he was just isolated. I think it was out in Minnesota.
Michigan.
I think Michigan. I think it worked.
Yeah, the Michigan motos was a good move. I feel like that dialed him in to the climate. It helped him kind of get focused. But this is the thing. So noticing, just watching the racing and really kind of spending like a good amount of time watching each rider, I'm noticing that as the track degrades, Joe does not get faster. He does not adapt to the track getting slower. He tries to push too hard, and I think he wears out. Whereas your Kitchens, your Deegans, your Hymas,
whoa. Don't put Kitchen into this shit yet. He won one weekend. Okay, he's been the Fade-O-Matic, not even up at the front for a while.
Was this or was this not one of the rougher tracks of the year?
It was.
You just heard it from your buddy Marshall Walton.
It was.
It was one of the gnarliest tracks he's ever ridden.
Yeah, but everybody has a good weekend. And I'm not saying that Levi Kitchen had a good weekend, but
he had the best weekend.
Yes, he did have the best weekend. But let's see if he can do it in his hometown at Washougal.
Well, I'm not saying, because we've been to Washougal. What is the worst part? Okay, hopefully it doesn't rain. But what is the worst part of Washougal?
The roost.
Oh my God, the roost. You would never have thought it.
And it's chatter bumped the fuck out.
You would have never thought that Washougal has the worst roost ever, but it does.
You're still missing one of the worst things about Washougal.
The shadows.
The shadows, baby. The shadows play a big role in those chop, in that really nasty stuff. So on Washougal, it's hard to follow closely unless you want to get pelted with shotgun, every single time you get behind something. And then if you're not able to look ahead because you're following, you're going to get caught up in these shadows and in these dark spots.
And Deegan dominated last year.
Yeah.
And like
fuck these fools up.
Yes.
Like, I think last year Washougal was the transition of Deegan
becoming a guy.
Becoming the man.
Yeah. Because if he gets any sort of feeling like he did last year on this year, these guys are done.
Dude.
But if he keeps on crashing in the first turn and doesn't learn,
well, he's not going to crash in the first turn. That was a freak accident. But if he keeps crashing mid-moto, that ain't going to work.
Yeah, but you got to think, dude. Like, I think on the start, he saw Chance kind of come over, or do you think Chance cut him off pretty hard?
Dude, let's put it like, let's fuck the noise, okay? Let's just be fucking realistic. Me and Clint talked about this off the phone. Deegan goes up on the podium and goes, Chance cut me off. He has one coming. Deegan, bro, I love Deegan to death. But, motherfucker, yeah, he cut you off.
I would have done the same
thing. He chopped the fuck out of you, bro. That's his job. Yeah. And if Deegan was in Hymus's spot, he would have chopped the shit out of Hymus.
Yes.
Hymus did exactly what he was supposed to. Hymus just hit a weird spot in the dirt and tucked front.
Yeah.
If Hymus doesn't dab his foot, everybody's perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
100%. And Hymus just shut the door on Deegan so he couldn't get the whole shot, which is exactly what Hymus is supposed to do.
Well, doesn't even, regardless of who's in that position, when you are the leader, you are controlling the race.
Thank you.
Period.
I mean, unless you're Vince Freeze.
He still controls the fuck out of the race.
I mean, he does
but it better than everybody.
He just overkill. But, like, dude, Hymus, without a doubt, cut down on Deegan. There's no question that he cut down. But did he cut down so much that it was inappropriate? No.
You didn't brake check him.
No, he cut down and chopped his front wheel and said, Deegan, what up, boy? I'm here. I'm getting a whole shot.
And, too, he saw Casey Cochran around the outside, and he was like, I'm going to go up the inside.
Yeah. Like,
Cochran.
Casey, what up, dog?
If you guys haven't listened to our podcast with Casey Cochran last week, you guys need to go listen to it right now because it was an awesome interview.
Dude, I'm claiming the Cochran second place. Like, we motivated the hell out of him, dude.
Dude, and he got on the podium overall.
I know. Tell me we didn't hype him up.
Bro, we hyped him up big time.
You come on Track Talkers, you get the good juju, bro. It's just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
Boom.
Boom.
Stamp it. So yeah, Hymus. We're talking. What
do you guys think?
Go ahead, Clint.
What do you guys think? Because it just kind of popped up in my head again, and I'm not moving to 450, but I'm moving to Justin Cooper going to the scoop tire and that whole debacle between running a standard lug on the first race and then scoop in the second.
Bro, I think he went full retard.
There's
no way I would have thought to run a knobby tire in the first or second moto of that track. Because you know what I've even noticed too, Clint, is not even just the cornering, but like just the acceleration pull that you can see from a person on a knobby tire compared to a scoop tire.
Yeah,
it's absolutely insane. You can see it on TV, like the difference.
Yeah. Okay.
Straight up.
Like I think the only track that you're gonna not run a scoop tire in Moto 1 and Moto 2 is
Colorado.
Maybe this round coming up in Washougal.
No, I think you should even try to run it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you're but you could get away with a knobby tire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could get away with it. Like, I could see the knobby tire not working.
At Washougal?
At Washougal.
Just yeah. And, two, they don't till Washougal deep at all on the start.
The till on Washougal is, I'm not joking, probably like, 6 to 8 inches.
Okay, yeah. And now give people a comparison to a normal one. Like this weekend.
It would be like probably 3 feet.
Yeah. 3-foot rippers.
Yeah.
In the start compared to that deep at Washougal.
Yeah, and the Washougal starts not tail deep at all.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So, but a whole shot's a whole shot. So, so back to Hymus. Go ahead.
My question going from that was, what do you think of Vial's choice to swap tires, or not swap tires, but put on a new scoop right before the gate drop Moto 2?
I would have done it for sure if I would have done a sight lap.
They're just trying to every edge they can get, right?
Yes,
yeah, absolutely. 100%.
And two, they're not trying to...
No, the other thing that you didn't think of that they could have done is they have like 3 versions of a scoop. So there's like a harder compound scoop, softer compound scoop, different carcass scoop, different rubber scoop. So he could have changed. He could have rode the track and been like, oh, I like this scoop. That was maybe a harder compound first moto. Let's go with the softer compound scoop the second moto.
I mean, he could have totally done that, but if I would have had to guess, he went with a cleaner tire for a clean tire
Nice
on
head.
the grate.
Yeah.
Because he probably putted off the grate, make sure the grate was super clean, and then went around a lap to get a rut outside the gate, and then came back, put a fresh, clean tire on, and then got on the grate.
Yep.
That's if I would have had to guess, or that's what I would do.
Well, it didn't work, but
yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't work.
No. And then, and then the whole reason of people not doing the sight lap was just because of the weight of the mud. You don't want to add another 15 pounds to your bike.
Yeah, straight up.
What would you guys have done?
No sight lap.
I would have sight lapped the fuck out of it.
No, I've done it. I've done it in motos where I've done no sight lap.
I know you have. You're a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, you already know the track.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sight lapping for sure, no question about it. But that's just me. That's my style. But moving on to Moto 2 with Hymas. So I seen an interview Jason Wygant did with Lars Lindstrom, and Hymas is okay as of right now. It was not his hurt knee side that got run over.
Of course not. It's the other side.
Yeah, it was the other side. Was that sarcastic?
Yeah. Because when you have a hurt leg, it's never the same side. It's always the opposite side.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah. It's always something else.
Yeah.
So he does have bone bruising. There's no fractures, but they are going to get an MRI, but they are very positive that it doesn't have any torn ligaments, but he couldn't put any pressure on it when he got back to the
Have
truck.
you guys ever had bone bruising?
Yes.
That shit
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
It hurts.
It hurts. Like, there's nothing you can do about it, and it just hurts.
Yeah.
And it's not, like, after you get x-rays, it's not broken, so you just feel like a wussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel like a big ass pussy.
Yeah, you're just like, I don't know what to do. I have a bruise on my bone.
Yeah. So Hymas hopefully will be back this weekend. Fingers crossed. With a lot of Toradol
But
shots.
did you guys also, I don't know if you know this, but the week prior or something, or he got, what was it? Did he win a moto? I think he won a moto or got a podium, and then that sealed his contract for the following year.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was like a clause in his contract, and he hit it at Rudbud or one of the rounds like prior, and it sealed his contract for the future year.
Wow.
Stoked.
Wow, he got lucky.
Lucky?
Damn.
Yeah, because what if he is hurt right now?
I mean, that is true, but he's been ripping.
Yeah, he has been ripping. He deserves it, but he's hurt again.
I know. Oh, well, it doesn't sound like it's super bad.
Well, hopefully. Okay, so what are the odds of everybody else eating shit out and Deegan kicking his fucking pipe back in and getting more points than everybody when they finally had a chance to capitalize on his ass? These guys are fucked.
And what about Vial just shitting the bed and getting a tank slapper and sand rollers and crashing?
And then going into the pit twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Vial, if you're going to the pit twice, you might as well pull off. You ain't getting top 20, bro.
Oh,
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I don't know, dude.
The snap shifter was out of his. You can't do anything about that. Like,
Yeah,
when
you
snap the
cannot
shifter,
crash in the rollers, right?
Yeah, I don't even know when it happened, but yeah, you gotta. I mean, he's kicking himself right now because he's just giving easy points back to Deegan that he could have gained.
I
Right?
mean, yeah, that to me, that's what champions are made of, what Deegan did. Where
Like,
he kicked his fucking pipe back and then still ended up on the podium.
Yeah. I don't know.
And everybody else that's in the points race was out or completely farmed.
Dude, and how do we only have 4 rounds left?
damn.
They cut outdoor out. They cut outdoor down because of SMX.
It's only 1 round though. It used
I'm
to be
fine with
12.
it, bro. I'm fine with it. Get it over with.
God, you hate outdoors.
Oh, I really do. Casey Cochran. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Future legend.
Fucking go, Casey.
I just love how that motherfucker fought.
He stepped it up. And you're 100% right, dude. He fought for it. He knew it was his time, and he said, I don't give a shit what name and number's on that jersey. I want a piece of you, and I ain't giving up.
Yeah, you're going to have to fucking blow by me if you want this position.
Dude, I'm telling you, our talk helped him. Bro,
I wouldn't say that.
Bro, I swear, I'm gonna post some stuff from last week. I swear.
You need to post the Casey Cochran stuff, like some reels and shit on Instagram, because it would be the perfect week.
Dude, like, I swear we said some shit that he thought about in the race. Like, we have to text him and ask him. We have to text him and ask him, be like, bro, did any of the advice we gave you help you this weekend?
Yeah, because I think we need.
Let's text his ass.
I think we need you to fucking get back on.
Let's text him. I'm gonna text him right now.
It's 9 o'clock and it's like 12 o'clock.
Oh,
in
that's
Florida.
right. Okay, I'll text him in the morning. We'll report.
God.
We'll
He's gonna
report
look
back.
At his phone at fucking 12 a.m. 70. So
Yeah.
What the fuck is this motherfucker want?
Dude, we'll report back if it helped. Dude, do you not remember the weekend I went on LundMX and had Levi Kitchen on and was giving him advice about the start, and he hadn't gotten a start for like 2 years, and he went out and freaking in Colorado and pulled 2 hole shots?
Bro, 7 deuce fucking talk, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, bro. I'm
Addy,
telling
I
you,
love
bro.
I swear to God, I've never met anybody else that has tooted their horn more than you. You toot your horn. Shit.
What else happened that was fucking awesome in 250?
Hey, I am stoked, though. I'll say this. I was really stoked to see Ansty move up. He had a good charge. Yeah, I think he finished 5th.
No, I thought Max...
No, 4th overall, 3rd in the second moto. He was killing
but
it
he moved up hard.
Yeah, he moved up a lot. I think he went 3.7 for 4th overall. Because Casey went 2.9 for 3rd.
That's crazy. Think about that, dude. 2.9 for 3rd. What the fuck is going on in that moto?
Bro, welcome to the 250 class, bro.
Yeah,
That's what happens.
Straight up.
That's what happens when you get a fucking pile up and Chance Hymas and Joe Shimoda get just, don't even finish.
Bro,
that's just so crazy to think about. Like, that's why we race, right? And that's why you have to finish. Is because you just never know.
You just don't. And that's why we've loved racing since we were little fucking kids, is because you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, nobody would have guessed that Hymas, the second moto, Hymas was going to get the whole shot, drop his foot back, take Deegan out, take Vial out. Casey Cochran's going to get the whole shot, lead for 20 minutes. Levi Kitchen's going to go 1-1.
Yeah, no. We should have took some bets on this race. We would have won some money if I would have bet Levi Kitchen.
You would have, actually. You did win money. You won $5.
I know. I could have won a lot more.
We're just double checking the results for Max really quick.
No, he went 7-3 for 4th overall.
Yep.
Stoked. I saw him. They showed a brief clip of him getting by Masterpool, and I was like, "Damn, Max is on the move right now."
Yeah,
Max was on the move. But I will say this though,
he was just at home when he saw the thunder and lightning delay.
Right? The thunder and lightning delay from freaking New York where he won that race. He's like, oh yeah, we're in. Yeah, we're in there like good. Swimwear.
Hey, hold on, boys. Just stay calm. I got this.
Yeah, don't worry. Star, watch this.
Yeah.
Hold my beer. Watch this.
He said, right, I got this. Okay, back up. I got this.
Max is so funny. I love him. Levi Kitchen,
We like
2:18 in the second moto, fastest lap time by a second.
Boom.
wow, the 250s were a lot slower than 450s. Holy crap.
Bro, mud moto.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
was muddy.
that's
That's
true.
all right.
That's true.
Cool. Anything else, boys?
No, I'm all good. I'm excited for
I
Los
miss you.
Tubo. I know.
I miss you guys like the sun misses a flower in the morning.
I know.
I miss,
I miss you too, bro.
Little bromance.
We need to. I told Addie.
Love you.
I told Addie that we need to all take a vacation, and Addie said, "I'm broke."
Bro, not only am I broke, but we got baby number 2 on the way in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
I'm on lockdown, bro.
Yeah.
I'm peanut butter and toasted.
You
I
ain't going nowhere.
Nowhere.
It's all right. Tying. We'll send photos.
Yeah, we'll send
We'll go.
photos
Where are you guys going to go?
somewhere.
We're going back to Cabo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Addie will be there if we go to Cabo.
I'll go if you guys go to Cabo. Oh my God, we're gonna get in trouble. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's episode number 16 of Track Talkers. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Dirt Tricks, Clint. Freaking, you guys are absolutely amazing. Ty, 300 to 500 hours out of one sprocket.
No way.
Bro,
Yeah.
voted best sprocket in 2023.
Yeah.
So crazy.
When we
What
heard
sprocket do you want? Do you want the number 2 sprocket or the number 1 voted best sprocket?
All I gotta say,
No.
if it lasts on my bike, it will last on your bike.
No questions at Dirt Tricks. Go to dirttricks.com. Use the code TRACKTALKERS25. It'll be right here at the bottom of the screen. Thank you guys so much for listening. Clint, I'm sorry I talk over you so fucking much. I love you, though.
I love you too. I get it. Don't worry.
I'll tell him to shut up for you, Clint.
Till next time,
You can
everybody.
Peace out.
No, Clint, you close the show. Close the show. I'm going to shut up.
Hey, thanks a lot for stopping by today. Want you guys to know we are dropping a show again next Tuesday. Or
Tuesday morning, yep.
I don't know where else you would rather be other than talking track with the Track Talkers. We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Peace.